Hello, hello, hello. I am so grateful to be able to be here today. And this is going to be recorded, so I know quite a few people won't be able to show up live, but I did want to show up quickly for about 10 minutes and share with you what an intuitive download is. So some of you, if you're on here, have probably seen me share and talk about an event that's coming up on June 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it is connected to an intuitive download. And I have been asked, like, what's an intuitive download? Hi, Mark. What's an intuitive download? And I'm trying to figure out how to put words to it. And that being said, I really wanted to connect in because I started getting several messages of, can you please share what an intuitive download is? We are all very spiritual people, to say the least. So I believe in my heart that to back up, I'm a medical intuitive. I've been doing my work for over 32 years, almost 33 years now. And a lot of my training is about reminding myself that I live in my body. So I have a spiritual center, and I am a spirit that lives in a human body. That being said, through the training that I've had, it's easy for me to get information and be able to access information a lot of people simply haven't learned to do. But it doesn't mean that you're not capable of doing that or learning how to do that. And in fact, all of us are getting downloads, if you will, or intuitive guidance consistently throughout the day, and we're not aware of it. We're not paying attention to it. We're not tracking it. So that's the first thing that I want to share with you all, is that getting a download or getting spiritual, if you will, wisdom isn't something that happens to just some people. Every single person that you see, including yourself, is getting constant awareness, always. Now, why is it that I'm here showing up saying I'm going to get a spiritual download or an intuitive download? And what is that? Like, how does that work? Well, everybody, the way that they do it is different. And as I'm saying, you're getting them consistently throughout the day. You genuinely are, but you may not be looking for it. You may not be paying attention to it. You may not be thinking that that's what it is. You might be thinking it's a coincidence. You might be thinking something of that nature. So for me, when I share with you, I am doing a download. I'm doing an intuitive download. For me, it's a different type than something we randomly get on a day-to-day level. It's a conscious intention of wanting clarity, wanting support, wanting guidance in a way that isn't of the normal things that we see with our natural eye, right? That's an intuitive perspective. It's something that we can sense. It's something that we can see. Now, however, for me, speaking about myself, so we all do this other thing that's very intuitive. For me, I've been trained and I practice a lot in the type of work I do as a medical intuitive to not only be able to trust the insight that I get, but I can hear and see things also on a level that's connected very high to a spiritual source when I want to open up to that and connect to that. Again, I'm always connected to that. You're always connected to that, but choosing to devote energy and time to trust that, to acutely learn how to listen to that, is a completely different focus, which is why I'm showing up and saying, I want to show up and do an intuitive download. So some of you participated in an intuitive download last June or last January. We were talking about the intention of kind of the year, the energetics of the year, the purpose of the year. And I wanted to reconnect to ask for spiritual insight, higher level of insight about the purpose of right now, the times that we're going through, and how to support ourselves inside, and how to feel that no matter what we're going through inside today is to support and help our healing process. So for me, that's the intention of the spiritual download, the intuitive download. What does it look like for me while I'm doing it? So for me, I put myself into a meditation before I do it. I get into a very quiet place and I allow myself to be very still and ask whatever pointed question I'm asking for. And in that, information comes up. Sometimes I can hear, sometimes it's like watching a movie screen move very, very quickly, and I'm able to get insight, I'm able to get ideas, I'm able to get really clear, focused awareness and insight of how to support the healing process, how to look at it in a way of whatever we're going through in this current time as a way of healing, which is a very beautiful gift to have and to be able to offer to people. So one thing, for example, that I'm noticing right now is people feel really overwhelmed, even in the healing process, of where am I supposed to focus? What am I supposed to do? I know I'm supposed to breathe and journal this and this, and I'm really overwhelmed even with that. So in a spiritual download, we get clarity. In an intuitive download, we're constantly getting clarity around questions and intentions that we're asking. And it's a really, really beautiful gift to be able to have, but it's also a really beautiful gift to be able to trust and to be able to share. Again, because I've been doing medical intuitive work for so long, I've learned to trust this in a way that a lot of people just don't know how to trust. So in that, as clients, as people, as friends have trust and connection with me, oftentimes there's a trust in the information that comes through me also in this period of time and whatever we're doing. So spiritual intuitive downloads are something that I personally do for myself in a whole, I would say a couple times a year, maybe up to 4 times a year. This is the first time I've ever shared it publicly this particular year. And it's because I feel that there's so much intensity going on. If we have something we know we can focus on and we can use that to help us heal, we will get tremendous, tremendous success and support in our healing and in our potential, if you will, by allowing ourselves to take the moment in front of us and ask, how is this benefiting us? Where is it that we need to focus? So for me, in this particular download that I'm doing for June 21st, the question is, what is it that we need to focus on now to truly support our healing process, and how do we heal through that? So again, this is the first time I've done this. So in this particular download, it's coming up on June 21st. What happens when you commit to it is you get 3 15-minute intuitive downloads that have been pre-recorded based on the question of where is it best for us to focus on now? Where is it? And allowing that clarity to come through and sharing that clarity to come through with you is really, really important. As you know, we have so many different emotions in every given day. And when we know the emotions that are kind of the power place to focus on, to be able to use to heal in this moment, to understand it, to break it down, it's an incredible gift to give to ourselves. Otherwise, we can talk about being sad one day, stressed the next day, grieving the next day. But if right now the word is overwhelm and the emotion is overwhelm, to really anchor into that and keep our hearts and minds open to that is such a powerful place to really sit with. Then on June 21st, we have a live healing that we're going to be doing online together. So if you're not familiar with this event, please make sure to check out the link. There's going to be probably a link below here. There's definitely one on the forum that you just connected into, or the image that you connected to find this in the first place. I would love to see you all participate, because this spiritual download is nothing short of a gift to give to yourself. And to be reminded, if nothing else, what an intuitive and a spiritual download is. It's a gift of giving yourself space and time to remind yourself of who you are and how connected you really are in your life. For me to know that I can put myself into a quiet place and I can receive unending support in any question that I have going on is nothing short of a gift. And yes, we can all definitely do it. We can all definitely create space for these type of beautiful insights and downloads. The issue is most of us don't know how to quiet ourselves enough, and we don't practice consistently enough. So again, The next time you say, I knew it, oh, something was telling me, I want you to take a breath and understand that that is an unconscious download, genuinely, that's happening into you, and you are so blessed. And the more balanced your life becomes, and the more that you're genuinely able to heal and move forward with your life in a way that feels calm and grounded and centered and aligned with your purpose, the more, if you choose to, you can get incredible wisdom from an incredible source. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes really being able to connect in with you and to let you know that the information that we have now, that we can access a download, like, we are spiritual beings living in a physical body. We are amazing, and we are capable of so much more than we're aware of. But the issue is we forget to tune into that frequency. We forget. We worry instead. We try to control things instead. We're fearful instead. Instead of just stopping and settling into this beautiful, quiet place that, when we ask questions, can acutely share answers with whatever it is we're looking for. So in this particular intuitive download that we're doing this time, it's where is the best place for us to focus. The first word that came up was definitely like overwhelm, stress, but overwhelm. And how do we use that to help the healing process? And I'm really excited for this June 21st event. And I don't say this lightly. Again, if you choose to commit to the June 21st event, you're going to get 3 15-minute pre-recorded facets of the actual intuitive downloads, but the actual healing is going to be very, very activated on June 21st when we connect in together. It will be recorded, and I really, really recommend you all participate, because what it does when we do a download with an active healing is it lines you up to everything that's going on right now, and it creates the safe orb for you to be able to explore your own process instead of the chaos of everything going on around. So what that's going to do is it's going to anchor you in. If you're wanting more in your life, more happiness, more success, more joy, more whatever it is you want, it's going to create this orb around you, basically, on the June 21st event. And it's going to line you up to being able to create a safe feeling inside of yourself to be able to receive more of whatever it is you want. If you're wanting to learn how to receive more spiritual wisdom and insight, know for certain you can do that. Downloads are happening all day long to all of us all the time, but to sit down and to choose to say, okay, I'm going to quiet my mind, I'm going to quiet my body, and I'm going to open myself to the highest level of spirit that I'm able to activate, highest level of intuition, spiritual energy that I can activate. And I'm going to trust the information as it comes through. As it comes through, how do we trust it? It feels strong. It feels right. It feels calm. It feels centered. It feels engaged. It feels aligned, and it feels very, very powerful and clear. At the end, it feels very joyful and free. So what you'll get is the information in the downloads. Definitely watch them in a quiet place. Understand that they're not a normal kind of thing, even though they might sound like I'm talking. There's a lot of energy that's actually moving through those downloads. Take quiet, focused time to listen to them. And the 21st event, definitely make sure you're in a quiet place where you can allow yourself to breathe and relax. And if you can't do it on the 21st, it will be recorded. But that in a nutshell is what a spiritual download is. And if you have other questions, absolutely, shoot me a message, let me know, because understanding that we are spiritual bodies living in a physical body, it's a really interesting concept to think about. So if you're feeling lost and alone and isolated in life, and you are able to learn and to trust that connection back to your highest self, who you genuinely are, it's a different life we get to live. And I'm really grateful to be able to show up on the planet and live a normal life like everybody sees, but be able to have an extraordinary existence, knowing the accessibility of who I am, and that I can connect in and support each and every one of you in helping guide you so that you can create more connection for yourself, and that we can heal on deeper levels within ourselves than we might even ever actually be aware of. And this is a very, very, very powerful time in our healing process. And when I say that, it's not a casual statement. I've never seen energetics like they are right now, which is why we want to focus on breaking free from overwhelm, because through overwhelm, there is such a beautiful gift on the other side. And I want you to join me as I venture through that with you. All right, big hugs, everyone.